Today we're going to be exploring a popular myth about goats, that they can eat literally anything. Now I'm sure you've heard that all before, but how true is it? And do goats really have the ability to eat anything they come across, or is this just an exaggeration? I'll be putting this to the test by feeding my goats a wide range of fruit and vegetables. Some of these are common snacks that my goats are known to enjoy, like pear and strawberries, and some of these are unfamiliar to them, such as raspberries and lettuce, as they've never had them before. By observing how the goats react to different foods, I hope to come to a final decision on, can goats just eat anything, or do they have individual preferences just like you and I? So if you're interested about goats, their diet and their behaviour, stick around to the end and you might just learn something new. So I'm thinking I'm going to start off with these pears here, as the boys absolutely love them, but the girls have never had them before, so this should be really interesting. So here we have Phoebe, and we're going to start off with Phoebe and the pear. Look at her, she's crazy. I can also chop this up into little like cubes almost, or like little chunks for her to eat, because, oh, there we go. Now she's going to start chomping this thing down. Come on, Phoebe. Oh, and Maya's here as well. Maya's never had a pear. Come on, Maya, stop biting it. Okay. It might just be because Phoebe's right here. She's trying. Phoebe's definitely trying. Ow! Maya. So this here's Maya. She is almost a year old. Same with Phoebe. They're not sisters, but they're the same age and from the same place. So they're loving this pear. It's really, really cool to see. They're almost finished now. They're destroying it. They keep biting my fingers as well. But what's quite good, over there we've got Henry and Oscar, and as soon as they come over here, oh, here we go, the girls are going to get completely bashed off this pear, and they're not going to be able to eat anymore. And I think Oscar's coming to do that now. Alright, Oscar, do you want some pear? You love pear? Oh dear. Oh dear, here we go. Ow, ow, oh! You can see how excited he is. Whoa. He's very, very excited for this. Come here, Henry. We've got the other one. He can start chomping on that, and then we'll put it in the trough for them to eat, and we'll move on to something like strawberries. That'll be fun. Look at him. He's different though, because he's so big and his mouth is so big compared to Phoebe and Maya. He just demolishes this thing. That's like 3 bites already. It's half it gone. He just chomps this thing down. He's a beast though. To be fair, he's pretty big for a pygmy goat. So yeah, obviously this one's Henry. That's Oscar. They're 2 years old. They're from the same place again. Different to Phoebe and Maya. They're from the same place. But oh my god, they're not brothers. They're just same age. He's monstrous. Look at the size of him. I was so impressed with how that worked, but now we're going to move on to some strawberries. We've got a mixture of like chopped up ones and whole ones, but yeah. The girls are ready. The girls are ready. This will be cool because they've never had strawberries before. So yeah, there's a mixture of whole ones and chopped up ones. And let's start. Phoebe? Whoa, don't drop it. Don't drop it, Phoebe. Yeah, Phoebe loves that. Right, let's get another one. Phoebe? Phoebe's normally pretty good at eating things. Maya, get it. Henry, please. Henry! Maya, just eat it. Henry, don't. You can't eat plastic. Henry, you can eat that. He just eats anything you put in front of him. Ready? He's crazy. No, please. Maya, just eat that. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oscar's still over there eating pear. Whoa, Maya. Maya, no, you can't eat plastic. You can't eat plastic. Right, there we go. Ready? Ready, Henry? It just disappears. Whoa. Good boy, Henry. Now the problem with Henry is, this. When he wants something and can't get it, he jumps around begging for it. And while this is all going on, Oscar's just finishing off the pears. Look at him. He is so lovely. Oscar doesn't normally like strawberries, so do you want to eat it? Oh, good boy. He never normally likes strawberries. He must like that one. Good boy. Oh dear, here we go. Now I do have this spray bottle here which I use to kind of control the goats. It's one of those things I don't like to spray them with water, but it's very non-intrusive, so it's just good with Henry to spray him down when he's getting really like jumping up like that. Generally I think it's going pretty well, because they're eating everything. Even Oscar, which is really surprising, is eating strawberries. Now that was really successful. I kind of knew the goats like pears and strawberries anyway, but it was really good to see them enjoy it so much, and Henry being really annoying. Now with the success of the strawberries and the pears, I want to move on to doing raspberries. I'm expecting a similar sort of result to the strawberries as with the raspberries, because they're basically the same thing really. Now with the success of the raspberries, I think we're going to move on to the lettuce, which should be really good as well. I'm expecting the lettuce to be really successful because the goats just like eating green things. So, I'm really hopeful for this. Here we go. First test. Ready, Phoebe? And Maya, come on. Chomping. Oh man, they're loving this. Oh dear. Would you like to try some, Henry? Oh my goodness, Henry demolishes this. Oh my goodness, they're all eating it. No way. Oh, flip, Henry. Whoa. Good boy. That was such a success. It was crazy. The goats really loved it. And you can certainly see they keep asking for more. They like won't leave me alone now, and they keep nibbling my fingers. Look at them. You're crazy. As you can see from that, I was so successful. I was really happy to see what we got. Like, the goats really enjoyed all of it. And we even got to see Oscar eating some strawberries, which, to be honest, he doesn't normally like strawberries, so I was really impressed with that. I would really like to do this again, so if you've got any suggestions for different fruits and vegetables, leave them in the comments, and we'll do those in another video. Contrary to popular belief, goats are actually quite picky eaters. They only eat what they need to survive and have a natural sort of inclination to certain types of plants. This is because in the wild they need to be a bit more selective on what they eat to survive in harsh environments, but it's obviously very different in captivity. A diet of grain and hay can be very beneficial in all the nutrients and vitamins they need, but it can cause them to overeat and get quite unhealthy from it. Now, I like to use the fruit as a kind of treat item, and it's not something you should be feeding every day because they can be quite sugary, but it keeps them interested. They get very excited for the fruit, and it's just not something they eat on a regular basis, so it just keeps them interested, keeps them intrigued. Now, talking about the myth itself of goats being able to eat anything, if you put something different in their field, they are going to go up to it, start chewing it, because they don't know what it is, they've never seen it before, and they want to test if they can eat it or not. You shouldn't really be feeding them like plastics and metals and stuff, obviously, because they can't digest that sort of thing. But a very large and widespread sort of varied diet is really useful for your goats, and in my experience I found it really beneficial to kind of, obviously, like I've said, keep them interested. There's a really good selection of trees and bushes behind me here. We've got like brambles sat all the way over there, and the goats really like just chewing on those leaves because it's different obviously to the grass in their field. This tree especially, they really love these leaves, and it's obviously good to check to make sure the tree's actually safe for the goats to eat. But most of the trees, especially in my area, are alright, and that can be really cool watching the goats eat big branches of leaves, especially when they fall out the tree when it's really windy. It's amazing. You can see this big branch here fell out of that tree, and the goats have completely stripped it. All the small branches, the leaves have gone, the bark has been chewed off down here, as you can see, and they've really enjoyed that, especially while it was here. Now they just scratch up against it because these bits here are really good just to get on their hair. Now today I think we've shown that goats do have preferences to different foods, where Oscar didn't like the strawberries, for example. He's a bit fussy with that, but I think we need to try a wider range of foods just so we can get like a bigger picture of things they do like and don't like, because I know they like apples, so we're not going to do apples. We could try different types of lettuce to see if there's any difference there, or maybe some tomatoes or something, or like a really sour apple or something, just random like that. That could be really cool. Also, if you're interested in what my goats do once I leave them alone and they're just out here in the field all by themselves, check out this video just here, and that should answer all your questions. It's a really good watch and I strongly recommend it.